Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So the topic that we will discuss today it is the sulfur compounds and their effects. Now let's have a look at what are the sulfur compounds and what are their effects on the environment and in our atmosphere. Basically, when we have a look on the sulfur, its increased amount in the environment may cause the pollution. So that's why it may be called as the a pollutant or the air pollutant. Basically, we have a lot of naturally occurring sulfur compounds. We have naturally occurring sulfur compounds or sulfur containing compounds, and these compounds are emitted by different processes. The first one process we have it is the bacterial decay. When the bacteria started to decay, they produces the sulfur compounds or the bacterial decay of the different organic compounds. When these organic compounds started to decay by the bacterial action, they produce the compounds of the sulfur. On the other hand, the second is they are also produced by the volcanic gases. When there is a volcanic eruption, it produces the compounds of the sulfur and it produces as a result of the forest fire. So these are the three main processes by which the compounds of the sulfur produces. But when we have a look on the concentration of the sulfurs that is contained by these compound in our atmosphere, this is just because of the natural source is very small. Its natural source is very small as compared to its concentration that is emitted by the burning of the fossil fuels or the combustion of the fossil fuels in the environment. When the fossil fuels burn, they also produces the compounds of sulfur. All that just happened due to the combustion in the automobiles and also due to the combustion in the industrial areas. When all that happen, it produces the oxides of the sulfur, which may be sulfur dioxide and the sulfur trioxide. So these oxides are known as the sulfur compounds and they have bad effect on the living organisms. And what are these effects or bad effects? Let's have a look on it. The first one, we have the compounds of sulfur in detail. Here, first one, the fossil fuels that contain sulfur. When these fossil fuels started to burn, they produces energy. They produces energy, and when that energy is gained by the sulfur in the fuel forms, it produces its two oxides. The number one oxides we have it is sulfur dioxide, and SO3 we have it is sulfur trioxide. Di and tri name is given to them as sulfur. When two oxygen it's mean dioxide, and when we have the three oxygen then it is named as the trioxides. As these oxides of sulfur just escape into the air, then they are called as the air pollutants. After that, these oxides of sulfur, when dissolved in water, they form the acidic rain and that falls on the earth's surface. First thing is the sulfur is combining with the oxygen, burning with the oxygen and produces sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide. After that, it reacts with the water and produces the sulfuric acid H2SO4. Now this sulfuric acid fall upon the earth, and when it just fall upon the earth, what just happened, it is known as the acidic rain because it contained that acid with the water. In turn, that acid rain affects the living organisms. On a whole, that acidic rain also affects the marble, and many monuments. So this is the simple compounds of sulfurs that may affect the human beings in one way or another way. After that, we have the effects of sulfur. So the first one, effect of the sulfur dioxide whose formula is SO2. It may have some health problems for the human beings. What are these health problems? It may cause the breathing difficulties because, and on the other hand, it causes the lungs inflammation in which the respiration process may be decreases and causes the health problems to the human beings. On the other hand, it causes the environmental problem. It may fall upon the earth's surface in the form of the acid rain. Then, the reduced sulfur dioxide pollution by the fuel gas, which is known as desulfurization. This is the reduce or the reduction in the sulfur dioxide by the fuel gas. We can use it as a fuel gas. In turn, this process will be desulfurization. Then we have their man-made source, which is the combustion of the fossil fuels. It also produces the sulfur dioxide. And the second source is natural source, which is from the volcanoes. So it's mean we have its two sources, the man-made and the natural sources. And here we have its two problems on the health of the human beings and on the environment, which is the big problem on the whole. Because of this, we may also reduce its level by using it as a fuel gas. So, this was all about today's lecture. I hope you guys understand. And if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon. The next topic that we will discuss it is the nitrogen compounds and their effects on the environment. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.